Welcome to another Tutor Form Rewind, brought to you by Hawaii Literacy's Adult Literacy Program. Today, we will be talking about Picture Word Inductive Model, or PWIM. The Picture Word Inductive Model, or PWIM, uses pictures that contain familiar objects, actions, or people. It can be scaffolded up or down for each student's levels, and the model supports active engagement in the learner. This is a great tool because it helps add words to sight reading vocabulary and helps students to discover phonetic and structural principles in words. PWIM puts a focus on phonics, grammar, mechanics, and usage of English. Pictures provide real-world references for the learning of new words, phrases, and sentences. Tutors can choose images that contain words that you would like your learner to target. There is a wide range of possibilities because there's a variety of pictures to choose from. To help you with your search, it is recommended to search for puzzle pictures for your visuals. The pictures used for puzzles are highly detailed and have a lot of items to choose from. Learners will be split into tiers to show how you can modify for each learner. Level 1 is beginning learner. Level 2 is emergent learner. Level 3 is proficient learner. For Level 1 learners, tutors can label the nouns. Learners can try to identify and say the words independently, or they can repeat the words after their tutor identifies them first. At this stage, it is acceptable to have the learners use their native language to name items. Allow learners to incorporate their native language, then have them repeat the English words. Learners can practice writing the words after they are identified. You can have them write it first in their native language if needed, then in English. For that added support, the nouns can be highlighted for visual differentiation. Here are ways to extend the learning. Tier 1 learners can work on beginning or ending sounds of the words used. Tutors can also create word picture matching activities with those same words. At this time, you can begin introducing vowels, focusing on short and long vowel sounds. You can also create a who, where, what anchor chart to categorize words. Support for the learner. Allow the learner to label the items in their native language, either verbally or in writing. Tutors can go over the name of the item in their native language and then introduce the English name. Learners can repeat the words. Up next, we have Level 2, Emerging Learners. For Level 2 learners, tutors can start with labeling the picture with the noun and verb. This will help expose learners to nouns and the relationships with verbs. Learners can begin to write the nouns and verbs. Here are some ways to extend the learning for Level 2 learners. Learners can come up with other noun and verb combos for the picture setting. Tutors can utilize sentence frames for support. If you think your learner is ready, synonyms can be introduced for the verbs. You can also work on oral fluency by asking learners questions about the picture setting. You can have learners answer questions orally or have them written down. This is also a great time to begin work on plural and singular nouns: pot, pots, pie, pies. Depending on the level of the learner, tutors can start to work on middle sounds in words. If this appears to be too difficult, you can always save this activity for when the learner becomes more proficient. Learners can be introduced to blends and digraphs if they appear in picture words. Support. It will be up to you if you still want to incorporate native language to help support the learner. Just remember, it is best practice to allow learners to learn in the way that is best for them. So keep that in mind when you are facilitating learning. Level 3 learners may be able to identify nouns in the picture and create sentences with verbs. Depending on the learner, the tutor may just have a picture with arrows so that the learner can independently identify objects and come up with the verb and with a predicate to make a complete sentence. At this level, tutors can work with learners for fluency and pronunciation. Learners can continue to work on writing sentences. Here are some ways to extend the learning. Learners can come up with different sentences using the nouns in the picture. They can be recorded on a small anchor chart or piece of paper for future reference. Tutors or learners can come up with categories and categorize all the items in the picture, or try to come up with synonyms for the verbs in the sentences. Tutors can also find books related to the picture for the student to read. Adjectives can be introduced using the items in the picture, or more challenging diphthongs can be introduced if they appear in the picture. Support. Include the noun and verb in the picture so that all the learners have to do is come up with the predicate of the sentence. Thank you for watching Tutor Form Rewind. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the Adult Literacy channel. Check us out for more useful tutor resources.